what? The beast. So then that tells me that the mark of the beast would be the mark of the beast. If that makes sense, say amen. So, instead of trying to figure out what's the mark of the beast, right, whatever that might be, we say it all like it's one word, let's figure out who the beast is, and then it's elementary for us to say what's his mark. Because the mark of the beast would be the mark of the beast. If that makes sense, say amen. Okay, so far so good. So, don't forget the issue. We're right there in your study guide. As we study the topic of the mark of the beast, we must bear in mind what we have learned from our past studies in Revelation. First, we have learned that there is a great conflict. A great what, everyone? A great conflict that surrounds God, His character, His law, and His government. Satan has claimed that God is unfair, unjust, and self-serving. Satan has claimed that he could run the universe essentially better than God. This backdrop of the larger issue at stake, namely God's own character, helps us to understand with clarity the big picture issues in Revelation. Second, the central issue at the end of time, according to the book of Revelation, is the issue of, you say it with me, worship. Keeping these two Revelation essentials in mind will be exceedingly helpful in understanding the mark of the beast issue. Let us go to the screen. The mark of the beast is, let's say it together, the mark of the beast. Okay, let's try it again. The mark of the beast is the mark of the beast. If that makes sense, say amen. So the first beast of Revelation chapter 13 we've already identified as the Roman church state. We've already identified, we know who the beast is, we know who the Antichrist is, and so what we're looking for tonight is the mark of the beast. Are we all together on that, everyone? If we know who the beast is, we just have to figure out what his mark is, okay? Now, the second beast of Revelation chapter 13 is the spokesman for the first beast, sometimes referred to as the false prophet. How many of you have heard that term before? The false prophet, okay, you find that in Revelation. We'll be talking about the false prophet tomorrow night, okay? Now, the Bible predicts there will be an erosion of freedom when church and state unite. The Bible predicts that there will be an erosion of civil liberties when church and state, what's the next word, everyone? Unite. In fact, let me just show you that very quickly. You're still in Revelation there. Look at Revelation chapter